Send me your submissions, I'll rate your gameplay. If you take a bison, you get F's all day. I really want to rate gameplay with you. Please like and subscribe for your boy. Subscribe for your boy. Yeah!
It is Rate My Gameplay, episode 163. Seatbelts are mandatory. Strap in, we've got a big one. This one comes from none other than RevolvingCoke. So let me set the scene. RevolvingCoke was the #1 pick in this year's Team Tour season. He has a YouTube channel, link in description, which is the best versus content on YouTube. He is, at worst, a top 5 Super Auto Pets player in the world. And we have a match of his. Here's what he said. Versus. Holy smokes. I have the video. First on the leaderboard on pack 1 versus third on the leaderboard on pack 3. So I'm sorry I'm taking a little bit to get into the run, but it's worth it. Here is the leaderboard as of the day that I'm recording this. Number 1 is Skunkle. So the account that Coke is playing on, you can see he's called RevGT Kai. I get messages all the time saying GG. I'm like, my brother, that wasn't me. It's Coke. So this is Coke's alt account. He uses this account for like playing on different packs and mucking around. He is versing against what is believed to be a Skunkle alt. So you can see on both of their main accounts, they're 1 and 2 overall on the leaderboard. And now they're matching up both of them on their alt accounts. Coke is on pack 3. He's on star pack. My bread, my butter. So as I start the match, as it currently stands, someone called Anon, who is just an absolute sweetheart and an incredible player, has achieved the highest leaderboard ranking with star pack. Next is Freets. Next is Coke. Next is me. So even though Coke is a puppy pack specialist, to be quite honest, he is a Super Auto Pets specialist. And even better than that, he is a good person and a friend. Like, I could message Coke at 3 a.m. his time and be like, dude, I'm struggling right now. And this dude would jump into VC with me and help me iron stuff out. And what I really like about Coke is he's good at like... He said it in his own words. He's good at turning good players into great players. Probably the best in the world at doing that specific thing, turning good players into great players. Maybe there are a few other people in the dojo who could also have claim to that, but Coke can go through stuff with you and just make the game make sense. And that's kind of special. Enough glazing, as the kids would say. Let's ball. So supposedly Skunkle, is into Duck Early, which is the best hit for Turtle Pack. Coke is into, Pheasant and Cassowary. So both are hitting. It's interesting that he skips that Dove, but I guess it's a bit awkward because there's no guarantee of Pillbug or Leech. So I guess it makes sense. Skunkle, aka Hopworld, is gonna take an early 6-4 lead here. God, it's cool to have versus content in Rate My Gameplay. And again, we're skipping Dove. Are we? He chooses to go Mouse. And he... God, I keep going to change tabs, but it's in OBS. I'm sorry. Let's just take stock of where both teams are at. It's a short video. Let's take some time. Skunkle has said, I know you can get Iguana in your pack, I don't care. And we have a Peacock ready to level with 2 spiders and a sheep. Turn 4, this is like a really strong board. Do you hear how I burped and continued talking? That's a skill that many of you can only dream of having. Are we going to draw this turn? We are. Beautifully playing the strawberries. We're watching 2 of the best in the world go at it. So this is good stuff on Rate My Gameplay. Like and subscribe. Become a member if you want to skip the queue, like RevolvingCoke, things and such. We're buying, selling Bass. The Cassowary is giving us tempo. He levels now And he does a gold efficient buy sell of the cassowary. Ooh, you faked me out, Coke. Coke was into a beautiful elk buy there, but instead he takes mantis. It's a curious decision. I'm guessing from Coke's point of view, he just doesn't want to drop this life lead even more. And this is the problem with elk. Many of you would think, oh, elk is the best thing that you can ever do. Not the case. Elk, you're basically like, hey, you can have a massive lead and maybe I'll get lucky later, maybe I won't. So the pheasant, excuse me, has done its job. He fronts Marmoset. And it is curious that either Coke hasn't seen an iguana or he's just not interested. He's like, hey, you can have your summons. I'm going to cook. It's turn 7 now. We want to see elk, and we do see it. A baguette spaghetti is valuable. I'm curious to see how Coke wants to do this. This is interesting. It's a 1 round sparrow. It's a 1 round sparrow. And you can see there, it's alive, but Skunkle's hit a shark. And let me tell you, shark is just so good. Revolving Coke goes to 3. So what do you have in Star Pack that can deal with this shark? You have 2 things. You can run a hawk at the back, or you can run a donkey. Option number 3 is just say, I think I can outscale your shark. Usually you can't, especially with only 3 lives. Let's see what our man Coke does. I tell you what, sorry Coke, I'm going to pause. We do not have to use this. We do not have to use the Weed 367 serious signal because I don't need to get any more serious. I'm locked in. You know, when you're reacting to arguably the best player in the world, you're probably going to lock in naturally, I'd say. You wouldn't understand. We're going to feint this stalk. Of course we are. Coke's mixing positioning beautifully. It's making it very hard to read. Skunkle is all in on the summon. So Skunkle is just like going for the kill right now. Much like 30 seconds to Mars. And he gets there again. 2 lives for Revolving Coke using my name in his... Oh, Spino. It has to be Spino. And we're going to get 1 more turn. That is an incredibly good 1 gold strawberry jam. So the Starfish Dream is probably over at the moment. Skunkle buys a croc. That's really annoying. And because of that croc, Coke goes down to lethal. So let's see. How does Coke play around the fact that a croc and maybe another croc is incoming? You can also see that Skunkle peeled a sheep. He hits his level. And he goes for the Sabertooth. You have to sell your Marmoset, Coke. He does it. 13 gold. He plays... See, this is good. Cassowary can take up to 3 croc hits before dying. Now we're cooking. Why not stack there? Why not hit with a pepper? So this is it. It's Skunkle is going to go all in. He goes Parrot Whale. That is some tech. I'm assuming just to maximize shark. You shouldn't come to me for pack 1 commentary, but it seems to me he's just trying to get this shark as big as possible. He's not afraid of donkey. He does not play around donkey. Let's see how it goes. Goodbye, my chili. Hello, my friend. The Spino hits the perfect buff. And we're just going to be big enough here. And so now it's 3 lives to 1. And now Skunkle's all-in tempo is not going to work. And Coke's going to go the Marmoset. It's really annoying that he rolls into Pillbug after. If you're Coke, you can back your Marmoset. Oh, sorry. You can back your Ammonite, but that means something else is going to die. So he goes front Cassowary. It's all happening fast. Skunkle gets into Snake Fly, continuing the old tempo. The snake hits the Ammonite, so we get a Mimic Octopus at the front. It pops the melon, which I think is going to be important. And the math is perfect. 11 attack. Gets the breakpoint. Now our Cassowary is a Mimic Octopus. Skunkle has 2 lives left. We bring in another Ammonite. He celeries the back. Which is actually... Oh, Coke, you scared the hell out of me, man. I was thinking this guy knows something I don't. So if you're Skunkle, what do you do here, you turtle packers? I guess he's just looking for mushrooms, levels. Maybe he puts a waste perk on his deer to make this baguette less influential. Let's see. He doesn't, Skunkle. He chooses to have this removed. It's a curious decision. The chili is hilariously good because it triggers the ammonite. And now he's just so dead. So, is that Skunkle not knowing the matchup? Is that Skunkle low rolling? It's hard to know. Now we have 2 ammonite. We can potentially have 3. Here comes the aforementioned hawk. And he pushes for the level. Is this the last battle? Let's pause as we head in. Skunkle tries to get into Exodia, but is just like, has the world's worst melon. If you were Skunkle, you'd want to put like a waste perk. Like just put a honey on this mammoth and protect your melon. But it's not going to matter. Because this is a resounding victory. Coke, at worst, the 3rd best star player in the world. Potentially higher, depending on how you view it. Has just gone and knocked off Skunkle. I want to emphasize this before I do the ratings. If you're like the best in the world or one of the best in the world at something, and you also have your own stuff going on in life, no one would blame you if you just handled your business and moved on with your day. But Coke, I can't emphasize this enough. If you're a good person and you come at Coke and like people in the dojo respectfully, Coke will literally have endless time for you. This man, I mentioned this when I started Road to 2000 again. I asked if like Coke could just like watch me play a couple of games and see, like, help me find my groove again when I was starting the Road to 2000. This man went at like 1 a.m. to get a coffee so he could be energetic enough to help me. That's a real one, man. His YouTube link is below. If you're not watching him, you're just missing out, like, to put it simply. And now let's rate. Tactically, this is the part where I judge one of the best players in the world and be like, yeah, actually, technically you could have. I think you made some decisions like slightly different to how I would have done it. But can I really sit here and say it's wrong? I'm going to go A+ for tactics. What else can I do? Creativity. You were working that ammonite, man. You really were. I think I'll go A-. And if you beat the top player in the leaderboard on their ult account, you probably just get an A+ for dominance. Overall, A. Coke, keep it up, man. Both in Super Auto Pets and real life. Go to his YouTube channel and ask him what he's studying right now, because it will rock your socks, as the kids say, skibbity and things. I'll catch you in episode 164, where we have another Maximum Rever joining the ranks. Thank you for watching. Goodbye, friends.